In 1931, a massive steel cargo ship was abandoned in the Arctic. The crew believed they were watching it die. Trapped in thick, shifting ice, surrounded by freezing water, battered by storms, there was no doubt in their minds. Within days, it would be crushed, pulled under, lost forever. That's how the Arctic works. It doesn't leave survivors. It doesn't leave evidence. It takes everything. So the crew did what anyone would do. They left. They gathered what they could carry, stepped onto the ice, and made their way to safety. Behind them, the SS Baychimo sat frozen in place, silent, abandoned, waiting to be destroyed. But something didn't happen. The ice didn't crush it. The ocean didn't take it. The storm passed, and when the crew returned, the ship was gone. Not broken apart, not partially submerged. Gone. No wreckage, no floating debris, no oil slick, no sign that a massive steel vessel had ever been there. Just empty ocean. At first, no one questioned it. The explanation was obvious. It had sunk, dragged under the ice, lost beneath freezing water, out of sight forever. That's what always happens. Until it didn't. Because months later, someone saw it again, far from where it was last seen. Still intact, still floating, still drifting, alone. No crew, no power, no one guiding it. Just a silent ship moving through one of the most hostile environments on Earth. And that sighting wasn't the last. Over the next several years, the Baychimo became something else entirely. A phantom. A story passed between sailors and explorers. A shape on the horizon that shouldn't exist. People would spot it, approach it, sometimes even board it. And every time, the same thing. The ship was empty. No damage that explained its survival. No sign of anyone returning. Just supplies left behind, equipment untouched, a vessel that looked like it had simply been left in time. In 1933, a group of travelers found it again. This time, they boarded it. Curious, cautious, trying to understand how something like this could still exist. But the Arctic doesn't wait. A storm moved in fast. Winds picked up. Visibility dropped. And suddenly, they weren't just visitors anymore. They were trapped. For 10 days, they drifted aboard an empty ship, through ice and freezing water, with no control. No way to steer. No way to stop. Just watching the horizon and hoping they wouldn't be lost with it. Eventually, they made it off. But the Baychimo continued, drifting, reappearing, disappearing again, over and over. Every attempt to capture it failed. Salvage crews tried. Explorers tried. People tracked it, waited for the right moment, and then something would change. A storm, a shift in ice, a sudden movement of water, and the ship would slip away, like it was never meant to be taken, like the ocean had decided it belonged there. Decade after decade, it kept going. 38 years. Think about that. A ship with no crew, no power, no control, surviving in the Arctic for nearly 4 decades. Longer than some of the people who first saw it. Longer than anyone expected. Then in 1969, it was seen one last time. Caught in ice off the coast of Alaska. Still there, still intact, still drifting. And then, nothing. No confirmed sightings after that. No wreck ever discovered. No final location. No answer. Just silence. Some believe it finally sank, crushed by ice like it should have been all along. Others believe it's still out there, somewhere in the Arctic, hidden by fog, moving slowly through ice fields, waiting to be seen again. And that's what makes this story different, because it challenges something people believe without thinking. that the ocean always wins, that once something is abandoned out there, it's over, gone, finished. But the Baychimo didn't follow that rule. It survived. Not because it was controlled, not because someone saved it, but because the ocean allowed it to. And that's the part most people don't understand. Out there, control is an illusion. You can have the best equipment, the best plan, the best intentions, and still, things change in seconds. Weather shifts, ice moves, visibility disappears, and suddenly, you're not in control anymore. The ocean is. And when that happens, survival becomes something else. It's not about strength. It's not about speed. It's about what you do when everything stops going the way you expected. Because if something goes wrong out there, you don't get a warning. You don't get time to prepare. You get a moment. One moment to make the right decision. To be seen. To be heard. To be found. Because if you're not, you don't disappear instantly. You drift. Just like the Baychimo. Unseen. Unnoticed. Until eventually, you're gone. And no one knows where. So what do you think? Did the Baychimo finally sink? Or is it still out there? Drifting somewhere in the Arctic? Let me know in the comments. I'm Commander Puzzles, and I'll see you in the next one.